to save the care's heart, a stairway to harmony, a brand new start.
Last session, you staggered back to the cemetery as Enkel finally stumbled out of the mists, starved, shaken, and confused. In the graveyard, a colossal many-eyed ooze erupted from the earth behind Reggie and Scrad, just as, below the town, Ainsley and Zephyr were swarmed by starving rat swarms in the tunnels. The fight split in two. Above, Reggie charged the amorphous horror and was showered in acid as Scrad took to the mausoleum roof. Below, Ainsley's thunder-wreathed shield and Zephyr's whirling axes carved through a living carpet of rats, while the ceiling groaned and collapsed around them. The cemetery battle turned when Scrad unleashed a razor orb of force that detonated the ooze, only for it to fragment into smaller, acid-slick blobs. Hakan arrived and threw himself into the fray, but one of the shards struck him down for good. Reggie hauled a fallen Enkel from under a toppled tree, then helped mop up the remnants while, underground, Ainsley and Zephyr finally scattered the megaswarm with crackling bursts from Ainsley's shield. The party attempted to revive Hakan, but he had already given up and spit out the potion and died. Regrouping, you found Ashbrook in a waking trance. A house burned on the east side as neighbors chatted idly in gardens, and children played past corpses, uncomprehending. Scrad rang the church bell. The whole town streamed inside as Father Brooks hushed them for Reggie's blunt warning. This place was cursed, and they must stay put. You ferried Kate and her parents from the bakery, even as fresh howls ringed the town and rats sluiced beneath the bridge. Beneath the bridge, you spotted the true entrance, a wide tunnel sloping into the earth. There, a towering obsidian named Chell stepped out of the mists, courteous and lost, his clothes centuries out of time. After proving himself, he joined you. You followed torch-lit passages to a crypt drenched in candlelight, no shadows anywhere, strewn with sarcophagi and pressure-bricked floors. Wolves prowled in, a pale goblin-shaped thing with burning eyes dropped from the ceiling, screeched, and summoned rats and more wolves. Chell punted wolves into pit traps. Enkel's skeletons marked other traps with their own bones, and Zephyr hurled himself into a shaft to hack at the monster as it dissolved into mist, reformed, and fed. Ainsley thundercharged it off Chell in a final crackling smash. The creature collapsed, exhaled a single breath, and its wounds began to knit again, leaving you in flickering light with one truth. You found what haunts Ashbrook, and it is not done yet.
In the depths of the crypt, choices were made, blades were drawn, and legends were forged. Their words still linger, etched in memory, echoing through the halls of the fallen. Now, their voices return, one quote at a time. Which quote will rise above the rest? The winner earns 500 bonus legend points. Up first, we have Enkel burst out from a mist to warn Scrad and Reggie in the graveyard as the ooze rose up.
Scrad! Reggie, look out!
Behind you!
Next we have Scrad yelping in the graveyard as the amorphous horror swarmed over him.
Biting me, Mommy! They're biting me!
And then we get Chell, newly out of the mists, introducing himself at the bridge.
Come in peace, I'm lost. My name is Chell.
Up next we hear Reggie calming the packed church and ordering the townsfolk to remain inside.
Something is picking you guys off, one by one. None of you remember. This is a safe place. Me and my friends are going to fix the problem. You all need to stay here while we do that.
Now we see Zephyr barking orders as he tried to herd the dazed townsfolk to safety.
I started going around and like yelling at people in their houses and just like, get to church!
Last but not least, we have Ainsley shouting as he charged the goblin horror, knocking it off of Chell.
Get thundercooked!
You've heard the moments that define the night. Now it's your turn to decide which will be remembered. Cast your vote, speak your choice, and crown the quote of the session. The champion earns 500 bonus legend points and eternal bragging rights.